Here we go. I hate driving. I think the earth would be a lot better place without a car. A car that makes air dirty, and they're very noisy, and all the roads are full of them. And if you walk or ride a bike, you can save your money and the environment. And moreover, I'm the kind of person who's get very sleepy in a car when I'm not a driver. I remember the time before I got a car. It was so much simpler. But after my marriage and having my little baby daughter, I knew I eventually have to drive a car, have to start driving. And my family usually holding the baby with our arms and wherever we were going. So, unfortunately, we're living at the top of the hill and working up and down every day, holding the baby. That makes us exhausted. And it exhausted our love. I stopped getting the kisses. Oh. So my wife would often say, out of the breath, "Oh, honey, I think you need a car." So I talked to my father. My father is kind of the tight-fisted, who is very careful with the money. And he had a 17-year-old car, which is almost almost scrapped, and it's rarely alive. But yet, he believes it's the very best car for me to drive. Yes. And I was brave and stupid enough to accept this offer. But this old used car, behavior like a really old grandfather. When the roads rise steeply, this car is short of the breath, like, "I can't go further. You have to go alone." And I can't even start when it's especially cold outside. And this old used car is not only problem. Another problem is the navigation system. The navigation system is awesome when it tells you where you are, but it's awful at telling you where you have to go. So if you are entering the Han River interchange, your navigation might get crazy. All the connections on your navigation screen their connection is so complicated, more than your nervous system in your brain. It tells you, oh, you have to take a left side after you already taken right road. But the biggest problem is me. Every time I grab a wheel, my brain is shuts off. I shoot as safe as possible, but that is not the case. For example, I cannot change a lane safely. Or if you change the lanes, what is the first thing you should do? Look to make sure it is safe to move over. Yes, that is the first thing you should do. But that's not what I do. I don't usually use rear mirror to check who's behind me. Instead, I just take a quick look back and move. So my wife freaked out and she yelled at me, "What are you doing? Are you crazy? If there was a car, there was a big accident." I know. Unfortunately, there's no big accident yet. But I saw the angry face of the other drivers, and I could read their lips. They sound like it. "You son of a beep!" Yes, I'm the great terror behind the wheel, but I cannot stop driving because I found it brings me a great experience. I can visit my family, my friend, and the place where I want to go much easier. And being able to drive allows you expand your relationship. And I wouldn't see them much without a car. And one of the greatest things about driving is that you can begin your journey whenever you want. So it's like having a power to explore anywhere. And I feel like my heart pounding when I think about my next long-distance motor trip. In short, I hate driving, but I love what it has brought me. Recently, I came up with a brilliant idea of having my own driver who can solve my driving problem and ensure my sleep in a car. I'm looking for someone who is very confident, diligent, smart, and lovely, like my wife. That's what I paid for a driving school for my wife. Don't get me wrong, it's just for her, not me. And I think we can be a best driver for each other. There's nothing better than a family life.